lost in translation. It started as a curiosity. Anna, a linguistics graduate student, was cataloguing rare books for her university's special collections. Most were dusty and dull, written in forgotten dialects. But one caught her eye, a slim, leather-bound volume with no title. Its pages covered in strange, looping script that didn't match any language she knew. Curious, she snapped a photo with her phone and opened a translation app she'd used dozens of times. The screen loaded slowly, the app straining to identify the archaic symbols. Finally, one line translated, "Do not read out loud." Anna laughed. Well, that's ominous. Still smiling, she aimed her phone at the next line and began reading it aloud phonetically, sounding out the syllables. Shail vortu nemra. Her phone buzzed violently and the app crashed. The screen flashed white, then flickered. New text appeared. Too late. The room grew colder. Anna blinked at the phone, her breath misting in the air. The fluorescent lights overhead flickered, then dimmed to a low hum. She reached for the book, but it was gone. Except she could still feel it. Her hands were empty, yet she felt the weight of the pages, the roughness of the leather. Her fingers moved as though they were still turning invisible sheets. Okay, this isn't funny, she muttered. The shadows in the corners of the room began to stretch. They twisted along the walls like fingers reaching for her, growing longer, darker, until they swallowed the light. A whisper echoed behind her, one voice at first, then many, all speaking in the same garbled tongue she had just read aloud. Anna turned around. No one there. But the shadows now pulsed with shape, faces forming in the dark, mouths sewn shut, eyes black and weeping. Her phone buzzed again. She looked down. You read the binding words. The air grew thick. Her body felt heavier, as though gravity had deepened around her. She tried to move, but her limbs refused. She was sinking, not into the floor, but into something else. Pages. She could feel them pressing against her skin. Dry, crinkling parchment winding around her limbs, pulling her in. She was being written into the book. The next morning, the librarian found her phone lying on the floor, screen cracked, still open to the translation app. There was no sign of Anna, just an unfamiliar leather-bound book resting on the table, no title. Inside, looping, indecipherable script. On the last page, a single line scrawled in fresh ink. Do not read out loud.